coming down for the Dragon House 11 press conference. Obviously, you guys can tell we have two belts in here. We have two title fights. It's the biggest event we ever put together for the Dragon House event. We have the first pair for title fight. McCorriston. It's going to be the belt holder, the current champion, 125 pounds, and we have the challenger, Andrew Valladarez from San Jose. Yeah. So we have a big crowd today. First press conference for our show. I want a special thanks for all the media making it down here today. Saturday afternoon. It's quite sunny at the Ricky's Bar in San Leandro. Special thanks, American Cage Fighter, Joe, JC, Coran. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Javier from mixedmartialart.com. And a special thanks, Ruben Lopez from MMA Most Wanted. Also, my good friend, Dean Van TV, the CEO, right in front of me. So, well, here we go. I'm sure a lot of you guys have tons of questions about how this fight's gonna go down. It's a 125-pound battle. A little bit of something, I want to throw it out there. They fought before, and I think Andrew lost by split decision. Mentally, he wanted to do it again. This one's going to be a bigger challenge. This guy have a lot more defense for the title fight. So if you all the media have any questions, go ahead and throw them in there. And I'm going to let this guy answer all your curiosity questions.
So Taylor, start with you. First fight was close. How do you feel about that fight? And you've both had a few fights since then. What do you feel is going to be different in this fight?
So you're going to talk nice and loud for all of us.
Alright, well, the first thing is, like, I think when you look back, like 3 years ago, I think both of us train a lot more serious now. Like, you saw that fight, and I was actually trying to get a hold of that today too. I can't find that fight anywhere, but it's a little embarrassing for both of us to watch that. We were both extremely tired, extremely gassed down. I think we had three-minute rounds back then, right? I think we both we thought we knew what training like a professional really was. And I think we have it figured out now, especially if you see his last couple of fights too, and finish the last couple of guys, and even coming from behind on a couple of those. You know, I know he knows how to train a lot more serious now, and so do I. You know, it's one of those things. It's not going to be the same fight. And you know, I think we're going to go in there pretty pissed at each other. We're pretty good friends. We've actually exchanged information on how to beat certain guys, right? But I know he likes himself more than he likes me. I like me more than I like him, right? If we're both trying to get into the UFC and everything, and if either one of us loses this fight, we're going to be set back, right? So it's one of those things, like, we're going to take this extremely serious, and you know, we'll just see what happens after the fight.
Andrew, same question. How did you feel about the first one, and how do you feel about the fights you've had since then, and how's that prepare you leading into this fight?
Well, I also tried to find that fight. Can't find it anywhere, but
It's a good thing.
train a lot harder for this fight. A lot more wrestling, a little bit more jiu-jitsu. Stepping my jiu-jitsu game up a little more, but I feel a lot more comfortable now. Coming off a 3-fight win streak, we got some tough opponents. Pretty good. Tough. The weight cut's not that bad at all. Easy weight cut for me.
So, for both of you, how do you see this fight going?
So going 5-5s, I feel like I can stop it before that. Hopefully just go 3, keep standing, stuff the takedowns, and that's about it. And stuff all the takedowns this time. I've trained a lot hard for this fight.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of guillotine defense. If you guys saw his last couple fights too, pulling some of the guillotines out of his butt, I thought that was pretty cool. So, I think One of the things is I got with a new conditioning coach and everything's a lot easier for me too. I don't have to commute so much for training. I'm staying at home, and a lot of training partners are coming to me now, so it makes everything a lot easier. I never noticed how much that kind of stuff actually wore me before. Teaching a lot less, not teaching 13 classes a week anymore, and you know, still training full time and just getting a lot more sleep, way less injuries or basically no injuries, that kind of thing. So the only thing is thinking about the weight cut this week, which is not always the easiest thing, but I always make weights, so it's always one of those things.
My boxing coach, Eddie Croft, and everything. Yeah, the main thing, like what I talked about before too, is not having to commute, not having to teach so much, being way less distracted. I've always been able to like train full time. I hadn't had to work. It lived kind of a hard life doing it that way, but now I feel like I'm teaching a lot less, and you know, just less distractions. So I feel like way more healthy. And like the weight cut's gonna be a lot easier for this fight too, because I don't have to bounce back and forth from like 2 to 3 different cities or anything like that. Boxing more with more professional boxers and stuff like that, it's a complete different feeling than just like sparring with MMA guys and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited for this fight. I'm actually really excited about this card. It's a bummer that we're both fighting on the card, because there's a couple guys fighting on the card I watched fighting when I was growing up, like Dino's on the card and everything, and it's kind of a bummer because I can't really just sit back and watch and enjoy the fights. It's going to be a killer card, so hopefully if it doesn't go horribly wrong for me, I can sit and watch the rest of the fights.
I had a question for Andrew. I noticed you're doing really well on the submission victories and everything, and I just want to know what you thought of your game and how round it is, and what you've been doing to address, you know, some of the stand-up to improve in those areas. So how's that been going?
Stand-up wise, I'm a stand-up fighter, but it's just kind of crazy how I'm just tapping people out. But you know, I would love to stand and bang, but I don't think it's really go that way. So I'm undefeated at 125 right now. And the only losses are coming at 135 and 130. So I think 125 is perfect.
You've had a couple setbacks, you know, and in MMA, like all across the nation, people face setbacks. So I wanted to know how you persevere. How do you mentally psych yourself up to continue to train and compete? You know, because a lot of people are going through that, and they'd like to hear how you do it.
Yeah. The main thing is, it's too bad she couldn't make it. I know fighting kind of freaks my mom out, kind of thing, and so it's just one of those things. Like I don't want to make her sad, or like maybe you regret that I'm one of those guys who maybe turned down a half ride to SF State so I could be a professional fighter. So it's one of those things, like if I don't feel like doing it for myself, I want to do it for her. I want to do it for my coach Darren and everything, you know, and I want everybody to know what FTCC is after this fight, kind of thing. So I know we're a small gym in Daly City, but we're trying to put it on the map. And he's got his big fight in the UFC coming up too. You know, it's one of those things, like if it's not enough to do it for myself, I'm gonna do it for my family. I'm gonna do it for my coaches and my teammates and everything. So I think it's good. I actually been competing a lot in grappling and everything, and across the nation and stuff like that. So I think that keeps me motivated to train on a regular basis, so not just for fights, but you know, keeping competing, keep everything pretty fresh and everything. So it's good.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Taylor, do you not fight at Combat Sports Academy anymore? You not train there?
Yeah, that's correct. I just recently left there. So.
You did. Was there a reason you left, or just for commute-wise, or was there a fallout?
Yeah, no. I'm still good friends with Kieran and everything. I think, yeah, you know, sometimes you just have differences.
Great.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go, but it's good. We're friends. There's nothing super negative.
Great.
I think the last question I have, you know, I'm gonna ask these two guys. What's your prediction for this fight?
Knockout.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to cuss? No. I'm gonna take him down and I'm gonna hold him for 25 minutes.
Oh, you killed the sound. Those are bad words.
No, TKO or submission for sure.
Some of the people today, a lot of people showed up. Some of the people never been to the Dragon House fight show before. A little bit about us. We've been around for 3 years, since 2010, and promotion's growing faster than my hair, hopefully. So, you know, thanks for everybody who showed up for support. We have the biggest fight card put together. The main event is going to be Jesse Taylor against Marcel Fortuna, Brazilian black belt, against former trans UFC fighter, also from the Ultimate Fighter show. So good luck with these two guys, and then this is the belt for them to fight. And next Saturday, if you guys want to, you know, keep up the news, upcoming event, you can check out my website, dragonhousemma.com. The next show will be November 11th. The next week, it will be August 18th for these two guys. They are the first co-main event on the first half fight card. Let's get it on, 5-minute round. So San Jose, come from Kong Lee's, AKA, versus Daly City from local FTCC. Taylor McCorriston and Andrew Valladarez.